Welcome back. I'm Jim Lewis from Model Train Technology. Today we have a small announcement to make a new product, a variation on an existing product. We popularized the precision detector last summer. This is a non-infrared detector. It doesn't use ambient light reflected to determine detection. And so the way it works is it doesn't care whether it's light or dark in the room. And that just really improved the performance. It's very precise, down to 1 millimeter. And the previous N-scale version of the detector box was this right here. And so now we have introduced the mile marker version. And so here's the N-scale version and here's the HO version. Very cool. This fits in the N-scale plug. So we already had the plug. And this little detector will fit right inside there and plop down, and there's the hole for the sensor. This is what it would look like on the opposite side of the track. We painted it a slightly whitish color, and there's a coating underneath it, it's not really a primer, but just a base coat. And but you can color these anything you like, so that really you can just pull the top off. The HO one is a little bit taller, and so the way this works is here's the track right in front of it, and so you can see there's plenty of clearance. And so this just gives you a variety of ways to hide the sensor, maybe a little bit less obtrusive in this case. So here's the N-scale track. And I'm using Kato track because it's the worst in terms of the height of the roadbed. So you can see that it will certainly work for HO. And you could even use the N scale for HO, although if you had if you had embedded track, it would still pick it up pretty nicely. If it's just catching the wheels, though, you'll want to add a second or so to the timeout delay, so it's catching all the wheels and not the gaps between the wheels. So that's the announcement number one. So another way to hide. The electronics are the same. It works the same way. The specifications are the same, just a different footprint. So the other thing that we did is some of you have used relays, and we were trying to use these off-the-shelf relays. We created a relay adapter to adapt to the signal, the low signal. That didn't work very well. I mean, we really sort of quite disappointed about how all of that worked out. So we've gone back to folks who have gotten this and replaced that. We now made our own relay. And so this relay, by the way, this is a single pole relay. So in order to do things like control tortoise switches, you needed 2 of these. Well, they didn't come in 2s. You had to buy 4 and wire 2 together. So it wasn't really great, and that was driving me crazy. so I went to the lab one day and I banged out this design for a micro switch. This is the same relay that we use in the DCC relay controller. So you can control a double pole, double throw relay, 1 amp connectors, which is more than enough that anybody's going to be using for that. So you power this the same way you do everything else, 12 volts in. There's a single signal wire in, so that'd be from the detector. And now you have 2 double pole, so you have a double pole switch. It's essentially 2 single pole, double throw in a row. And from this, you can control a tortoise machine or anything else. You could have 2 separate switches. There's a normally open and normally closed side, so it flips-flops back between those. So those are now available on the website, and that's the right solution. So you can get a bunch of these hooked up, and so that's the Model Train Technology double pole, double throw relay. And there's a little blue light that comes on like in other products that tells you there's power, and there's a green LED that will go on when the relay is active, and it will go off, and there's no red color. It's just the green is on and dark is off. So that's available today. So those are 2 new variations: the mile marker along with the relay. So thanks for watching. That's our new product for this week. We have some other things on the lab coming up, and we had a little bit of a break the last couple of, I'd say 6 weeks or so, just catching up on things, and so now we've got some great new products coming out and variations of the old one. Anyway, appreciate your business. Subscribe to this video if you like it, and what that will do is allow you to be alerted if other videos from Model Train Technology come along. You don't have to go searching for them. You don't get mail or anything else from that. It's just a subscribe button. And with that, thanks for watching.